Generic greetings and welcome to Mini Settlers. Today's beverage is a very nice tropical soda, which includes things like mango, passion fruit, guava, orange, apricot, and a whole host of other flavours. A very, very nice beverage indeed. So welcome to the prologue of Mini Settlers. This is a minimalistic city builder. Let's just skip all the preamble and just jump into this one. We're going to go to start and to Eden Island. We'll settle on this one. And the idea is that we have to place some buildings and connect them up with some roads. So basic tutorial stuff, how to move the camera around. We've got, looks to be some water, some wood, which we'll be able to use to, well, build everything. We also can open up the, where is it, the manual here, and it tells us about things like roads and cities and things, but we'll get onto that later on. So we need to establish a water well, a farm, an apple farm, should I say, otherwise known as an orchard, I guess, a lumber camp, and we need to, well, get all that done now. So over to building, and we're going to go to water. We're going to click on the water well, and you can see you've got a certain effectiveness based on where this thing is. So I'm going to just rotate around and place that in there. The orchard we're going to do with a similar thing. There's also a bulk of it, a juice maker, a wheat farm, a bakery. It's all not available in this level because, you know, prologue. But anyway, let's just place this in. I'm just going to rotate that around and place it there. Hang on. I need to also place in a lumber yard, but I'm guessing that it's more effective over here. So I'm going to put it, say, there, and that should do quite nicely. That's all done, and let's just connect this up with the road. So the road is going to go from the water well over to the farm, because what's going to happen is once that's built, it will then basically take water and produce that food. Speaking of the food, what I'm going to do is just sort of bring this along and maybe place in a point there and over to there. That's fine, and then basically straight across like so, and job done. So we've connected up all of the roads, and now what's going to happen is from the HQ, we're going to take some wood and bring it over here to build the lumber camp. That will then start producing stuff, and these, I believe, they're called cars. So you've got these points here. These are anchors, and the resources go from one to another between all of these cars and such. But anyway, we do need to bring some water to the orchard, and then the food will come down, well, over to the left-hand side to here as well. What else do I need to do? I need to build roads with anchors and destroy roads. Well, I'm just going to go, say, there, and place an anchor, and place that road, and then basically just get the tutorial bit done, which includes deleting the roads because we don't need them bits there. Okay. So, production buildings on the way now. We have built a sawmill. We now also need a stone quarry. So, stone quarry, once again, has a certain effectiveness based on its proximity to certain resources. So, here, right-click is not to rotate. R is for that. We're going to place it here. And what I'm going to probably do as well is, with the sawmill, I'm just going to place it there, maybe? Yeah, why not? Because it needs to go from there to there. So just going to go back and forward. You can click on the buildings and it tells you what it does. So the lumber camp, for example, takes 1 unit of apple and turns it into 2 wood. And I'm guessing it also chops down these trees. I wonder if they grow organically. Who knows? Anyway, building. And from here, I'm going to come down and there, and why can't I go any further? I guess I'm going to place there and then there. And yeah, that's all now in. So I'm just going to put it to max speed here because it's just going to take a little while for the resources to go back and forward. Excuse me. And yeah, that's now in. All good. What else does it need? It needs 3 sawn planks. It turns them into, yeah, sawn planks. But then that's now done, and we now get on to building a city centre and housing. So I'm going to go over to the city centre, and I want to place it in such a way that we can build sort of around, and I'm going to move it in. I'm going to actually place another one. I'm going to place at least 2 because we need to build at least 10 houses, and for that, obviously, we need to then connect up the road. So for that, we're going to go to there, and then I'm probably going to go along there, and we're not going to be able to get all the way there, but that will suffice for now. So these require 5 units of stone from the quarry and 5 units of sawn plank to build the city centre. The housing then is the next thing, and what's the best position for them? I mean, I can just probably rotate this and go 1, 2, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, rotate, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similar thing on this side, but that's not built yet, so I'll just wait for it to crack on. I could probably place another one maybe in here as well, couldn't I? I could, but I'm not going to. I think we're just going to do this. And yes, I have just made another sort of grid system and been really boring about it. But hey, that's all right. Anyway, so from here, I need to go and connect up those and those and those. And we're going to go around like so. And then finally, we're going to connect them up like that. And then what's going to happen is all the resources are going to stream over to where it's required. And we'll do that and that. So that is now in. I have a feeling, though, there's going to be a bit of a bottleneck at times, so I'm just going to put this extra bit in so they don't have to just go through this one area. They can go around. And there is our very basic city centre. So, all good. And then there's a certain number of requests that the people have. We need to build 10 houses. We're on 3 of 10. Complete house requests and complete the population goal, which, how many total? It says 16 people can be in this city centre. We need to get to 40, so we're gonna need a lot more city centres by the look of it. Oh no, because these aren't built. That's okay. We're up to 24 now. Each one can house, let's see, 4 people. 4, 8, 12. Yes, I believe that. I mean, it'll probably tell me when I click on this one. House, 4 people. Yes. And it takes 2 stone and 2 planks to make, 10 seconds to do so. Any request to be made will be made by saying they want 1 water and 1, I'm going to call it apple, I don't know if it's just food. And the upgrade to the next tier is 2, looks to be huge stone and then some sort of ore, but that's not available in this level. There's the requests there, we can see that, and it's, it actually has a countdown. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to keep building, because why not? I'm going to build a well in here. I'm going to build an orchard in here, like that. I'm going to connect the 2 up, like that. And this other one, we're going to connect there because we're going to need to bring the resources over here to build it in anyway. Oh, some of these, look, we're not meeting the demand. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to build another well. I'm going to build it there. That should suffice. It's not 100% efficient, but good enough for government work. That can go in like so. And that should be about right. These are now producing, which is good. Takes a little while, but it's all streaming where it needs to go. Okay. Yeah, that's all good. So 34 or 35, it's just going up for house requests, and the population goal will be going up 2, because there's 32 people can go here. This one, still waiting for wood. Is there just a... is it just a big bottleneck? Is that what's going on here? Is that why we can't... bring the wood over? I know if we go to the manual and go to roads, there is something about road bottleneck. If drivers wait too long in the next to a road post, they will drop off their resources. Fair enough. I don't know if that's exactly what's happened here for these 2. They are definitely connected, aren't they? Yes, they are. That's fine. But we have reached the settlement goal. Excellent. Build an apple warehouse and build a water warehouse. Okay, that's different now. Okay, so over to warehouses. Small warehouse. And... maybe if I just place it there? Or what if I place an apple warehouse in... I'm going to place an apple warehouse there. But because of what's going on here, we obviously need to build another road. Like that. And a water warehouse. Is that not just a bucket? Okay, I mean warehouses then, and there's a small warehouse. Build a water warehouse. Oh. So we can select what these are. So, there's your apples. And, oh, settlement goal reached again. I'm going to place that there. I'm going to place this here. This one is going to be water. And this one is going to be water as well. Okay, good. So we're on 64. The next level also requires water and other things. I think, you know what, this warehouse, I'm going to delete it and move it along so I can get more things in here. I am going to do that. But you can see how quick it is just to make whatever you need to make, which is handy. What were we going to do again? It was warehouses. What's that? A forester. And that'll reforest an area, I would imagine. Potentially. Anyway, over to... we definitely want settlement. We want to make like a town centre around here again. So I'll rotate that and it'll go in there totally fine. But we also want another warehouse, which is going to go in, say, like there maybe. And then the road is going to come from here over to there. Then it's going to go up and then in. And then this is going to go into there. And then we'll unpause it. And yeah, crack on. Oh, looks like these are built as well at the top there. They're built, which is good. Let's go over to here and to the housing, which is going to rotate them. And it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will get another 8, actually, because we can place one. We can place one. Oh, these have grown in size. Ah, interesting. Okay. That changes the dynamic of things then, if they've changed in size. I'm going to place one in there, and... oh no, that's all kinds of bad. Let me get rid of that one. Okay, maybe there? Can we place one in there? I don't think we can place one in there. Oh, it's because it's got a maximum amount of 10 houses. So maybe there. So that's all we can have. That's fine. But those will connect to there. That'll connect up to that one. We'll have these ones like so and like so. Okay. So we're at 51 of 64 population. We've got water getting dropped off. We haven't got a water warehouse, so it might be good to have that. Let's go with this and a warehouse. And I do think it says in the manual about warehouses, better warehouses, yes. It's recommended to build the warehouses entrance on the road post so more drivers can access it. Ah, so put it in the middle like that rather than just on the edge. That's very, very sensible. I will take that advice by doing that and that. And now this, obviously, the wood is going to have to come from here. It's going to have to stream all the way across, which is why there's probably delays here. But it's not too much of an issue. Oh, look at all that. Wow. See, that's good, but we really need a direct connection now. What about that? Would that help? Yeah. So if instead of going across, down, across, up, it just goes across, up, and up, and that's it. So that's fine. But I think people are starting to move out. Because not all of the demands are being met. We need to store water in that one. I didn't set it correctly. But the apple warehouse is there, and so is the orchard. So it's going to shift. Still going up, which is good. Although some of it's not being met. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Do we want to build around here? It is possible. Oh, that needs to be set to apples. And already we've built something that's quite nice and, for the most part, functional. Let's quickly probably put in maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, yeah, because of the sizing. I did mention about there only being 7. And I could put another house in here, maybe. In fact, there's no maybe about it. I know I can. There we go. All right, that's in there. Goes around, and we'll connect those up like that. And because we can, road. No, we can't go around that way. It would be best then if I was to delete that, build a road that has a point in it like that. Oh, I thought I'd added a point and it didn't do it. There to there, then to there, then like that. Not ideal, but better than no connection, right? maybe? The fact that I've only got 16 out of the 88 things built. I think if you've got longer roads, they go a bit quicker. So these have, yeah, a need for apples. I think I need more apples. Shall I build more apples? I think I do. I'm probably going to have to remove some of this wood, which is not too much of an issue. Apples. I'm going to get an orchard in here, which requires water. So if I was to put it here, would it function? I think so. So one there, and one there. And then it's roads, which will go into there, there, and there. We haven't got an apple warehouse, but I don't know how much we need. And these are mostly being fulfilled. Just takes a little while to go through here. Looks like these are getting fulfilled. All the needs here. But all of these are getting delivered from this bottom right one. And yeah, it does take extra. We got 100 and... What have we got? 112 population. And we need to have a satisfaction of 80? Potentially. Can't upgrade. There's an upgrade tool, which is good, but there's a max level reached at this stage. Okay. So I think it is going up, isn't it? 29, 28. That's not going up. That's going the other way. We don't need to build anymore. I do think we just need to look at maybe more food. We've got that there. Should we put an apple orchard around here so it transports them down and round? Maybe. Warehouse. Let's place a warehouse in... I keep on right-clicking for rotate, but you don't need that. We're going to go for apples there, because it'll bring it from here and down and store it. That's the plan, anyway. That is the plan. I'd be tempted to rotate this, actually, as well as sawmill. So I'm going to click on that and delete it. We're going to go over to sawmill, and then... just won't fit in. But I can put that there. Then I can delete the road and just shift it along. Like that. And that should suffice. We can get another well over on the left, perhaps. Yeah. Let's rotate that. And I'm just going to connect it up like so. And now, obviously, all the resources are going to have to come along to here. At least the apples don't have to come all the way from this side through the town and then to here. They're now just coming down from this warehouse, which is handy. There you go. I wonder why there's loads of wood streaming this way. Why is it going that way? Yeah, see, it's coming down here. It was coming through here. That was weird. Oh, well. So what is the desire here? Food and water. And there's so many around here. Actually, if this was down by one, they would be able to deliver it a lot quicker, wouldn't they? Lots of little extras like that to take note of. Let's go down and... maybe delete that one, actually. Down and across. And then we can put the orchard in. So the storage for the orchard. Yeah. So that's going to be apples. And we've got water there. Which, to be fair, let's complicate matters by adding even more road in. We're up to 45 and increasing satisfaction. Maybe another orchard around here? Would that be desirable? I think so. It's going to go there. And the road is going to connect up like so. Obviously the wood's going to have to come down, and we'll look at that. We don't have a storage for this, by the way. We don't have a warehouse, but it's so close that I'm not terribly concerned. We could easily add a warehouse in here. Although that is, yeah, probably a good idea, actually. Add one there and there, and have it closer to the centre of town. I'm going to place one in there and see what this is like. It's all about experimentation here. So there and there. And this is going to store, not stone, it's going to store apples. So it means that if these request apples, it quickly streams along. If it's water, there's a little bit extra for it. But we're up to 62, 63, 64. Satisfaction is going up, which is good to note. We are missing some of them, but we're definitely in a better state than we were previously. What we could also do is maybe put a storage up here, but I think we're just going to get to that tipping point in but a moment. 79, almost there. There it is. Island settled successfully. You've settled 80 population. You completed the task in 20 minutes and 18 seconds. Let's go back to the main menu. And yes, so that has been a little look at mini settlers. There is another one available in the demo, and that's a population goal of 600. The other one's Dogbone Island and Harbour Isle. Not in this version. Okay, yeah, I'm interested to see what the stuff is in terms of resources. I'm noticing like some different ores, and we've seen what's required for upgrades. So yeah, intriguing. It does exactly what a demo/prologue needs to do, and that's get your attention. And this one has. Interesting. I definitely could have routed those roads better in hindsight, but we've learned. We know what we know now, and yeah, that's been Mini Settlers. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, put them in the comments. If you want to see more, by all means, let me know. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.